During these trying times, we salute the frontliners who are tirelessly caring for all of us against the COVID-19. To all the courageous nurses, doctors, carers, and paramedics at the NHS, words are not enough to thank you. We at Highlight Express International are here to support you back with a full semester 10% discount when you send your balikbayan boxes to your family in the Philippines. Dahil ang Highlight Express International ay para sa pamilya.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka i-evict ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS. Harassment? O baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo? Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at 2nd floor, Howard House, St. John Street, Bedford, MK42 0DJ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O, ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O, ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
Okay, nako, good afternoon, magandang hapon ho sa inyo lahat. Welcome ho sa ating program, si SONNY LARAGAN ho ito, na bumabati ho sa inyo ng napakaganda at makulimlim na hapon po. Tanghali hapon, 1:19, tama ba yan? 1:00 pala, 1:19 ho. So welcome ho sa ating program. Today, syempre, pagka Wednesday midweek, may kasama tayo. Lagi nating kasama to. Ito yung pinakamamahal nating kumare. Brains and Beauty ho to, no? Combination. At very energetic, very entrepreneurial. Talagang napakasipag ho. At napakaganda, no? Kung ang Panginoon ay naghagis ho ng ano ba, parang swerte ba? O mga attributes, nasa luho yata lahat nito, no? Yung kagandahan, kahusayan, katalinuhan, no? Kabaitan. Ayan ho, lahat ng K nandito ho sa ating kumare. At today, we're going to be having some topics ho. Siyempre, kaming dalawa na ho magpapakilala niyan. From a simple, have you ever planted a tree? Kayo ho ba'y nakapagtanim na ho ng puno? No? Naranasan nyo ever since siguro ng bata kayo hanggang sa ngayon. No? At saka yung isang topic natin ngayon, yung community pantries sa Pilipinas. No? May nagsimula nito, no? upang siguro matugunan yung problema ngayon sa Pilipinas dahil sa pandemic. Marami tayong mga kababayang hindi nakakakain ho, no? Walang makain. And somehow this has been a very good project, no? Ito ay katulad ho ng mga food banks sa iba't ibang bahagi ho ng mundo, no? Itong community pantry. Kaya lang sa Pilipinas, ayan, ngayon, tamang-tama, very timely, ginagawa ho yan. Yung kumare ko, maraming alam ito dahil ito talagang updated sa Pilipinas, no? Very jet setting, no? Pilipinas, UK, maski sana, medyo updated to. So let's say good afternoon, Mare. Magandang hapon sa ating kumaring walang iba kundi siyempre si Miss Marites Allen. Mare, magandang hapon sa iyo.
Hello. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon from London. Good evening dyan sa Pilipinas. Kumusta po kayo lahat? At saka pare sa mga nanonood sa atin, saan mang parte ng mundo. Welcome to our other new episode of the SONNY LARAGAN Show. Dito lang po mga kaibigan sa Filipino TV Europe. Parang ganda naman ng introduction mo sa akin parati. Para namang nakakataba ng puso.
Hindi, totoo naman yan eh. Totoo naman yan. Totoo naman yan. Totoo naman. You're so blessed. Okay. Tapusin ko man yung sentence ko. You're so blessed, no? Lord-wise, no? Diba? You have good kids, no? Kita mo sila siya, no? Medicine. And yung panganay, nakagraduate na and pursuing some businesses. And hopefully, makakasama mo yung si Kirk, no? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, ano yung sinabi mo? Kumusta ako? Okay naman. Iba sabi mo? Kumusta ako? Okay naman.
Oo, kumusta ka? Kasi mukhang bago na naman yung buhok mo.
Yes. Ito, bago. Nagpagupit ako, tapos, ikaw ba, nakaano ka na ba?
Wala pa, natatakot pa kasi ako eh. Parang, I think for me, I'm gonna have to give it a break for siguro, let's see, in 2 weeks. Kasi natatakot ako, parang meron naman daw, we've been out, we went to the pub, we went for dinner, I went to shop at Selfridges. Ano lang kasi, nandiyan lang 10 minutes walk lang sa amin. So, parang nakaka-engage pa nakikita mo yung mga tao naglalakad. Parang wala na, parang normal na eh. But then, I'm a bit concerned lang kasi meron daw parang panibagong Indian virus. Di ba?
Yes, oo.
Ng COVID variant. So, yung Indian COVID variant. So, extra careful lang tayo kasi ito dong variant na to is hindi daw yata na-detect or something ng ating existing na vaccine. Kasi it wasn't identified before. So, extra careful lang tayo mga kaibigan.
Okay, yeah. I was watching the television yata, I don't know kung yesterday or today, this morning. Ang sabi yung variant na yan, yung Indian or from India, hindi effective tong ating mga yung mga current na vaccines. Oo. Nakakaano siya kaya delikado kaya't nga naisama na ngayon ng India sa red list of countries, diba? The UK has a list of red list countries. So sana naman in fact we were thinking na ba't ganun hindi ka agad sinama? Ito na nga may worries na sa Indian variant. Hindi kayo apektado. Ikaw, Mare. Hindi kayo apektado. I just wanted to say Wandsworth and Lambeth, nasa Wandsworth ako eh. Lambeth kami, nire-require kami. May dumating na mga sulat, dumating na mga messages sa amin na magpa-test kami doon sa mga areas na nasa... Kasi dito, merong 70 initially na nakuha yata sa Wandsworth. So, yan. Yung Lambeth, Wandsworth, pinagte-test kami. So, yun, delikado kasi. So, ang problema na baka mukhang partial ang UK government sa India, hindi ka agad isinama sa di ba, sa red list. May dahilan naman pala. Things have ang dahilan kunyari sasabihin nila, sa Friday igagawin na namin na pangalan nito na Friday na yung simula ng kasama na sa red list. Kasi may time yan eh. May time, coordination, lahat. Hindi naman kagad. Porque na-feel mo ngayon, balita ngayon, biglang may matindi, may pumasok na Indian variant. Bigla mo na sasarado India.
Can you imagine, 1 million halos yung babayahe dito. Nagkakalat na naman yan dito. Parang Wuhan style na naman yan.
Parang tinatapos yung mga flight siguro parang hanggang Friday. Tapos pagkatapos yung mga yung mga restrictions na papasok na. Pero dapat lang talaga, dapat talaga.
Watching last night, I'm not all for it because sabi ko nga, can you imagine you're bringing in another passengers, how many? Kasi ngayon, imagine mo pare yung plane ticket down from $200, it shoot up to like 2,000 pounds.
Plane ticket saan yan? Saan yan? Sa
From
Pilipinas? Are you talking the Philippines?
India to London. From India to London.
India to London. Oh, right.
Yes, oo. So talaga kasi ang dami na daw talagang tao eh. You know, India is home to what? Nearly
Billion.
a billion na ba?
Billion, no? Billion yan. Parang China.
Hundreds of billions. So,
Oo.
delikado. Anyway, I hope naman hindi. So, pare, may magandang balita. Ang ganda naman ng topic natin ngayon. Kasi ito
Oo
yung
nga.
community pantry in the Philippines.
Oo nga,
Nabalitaan mo
oo.
ba yan?
I started to read up, no? Hindi ko pa masyadong, nadinig ko lang. Pero in passing kasi ako, hindi ko masyadong natignan. Pero, yeah, it's a nice topic, no? Nakita ko lang, yung Straight Times yata, sabing gano'n, nagkaroon ng face tagging o Rappler, ano sa ba to? Maganda kasi ito, headlines sa Straight Times, community pantries sprout across the Philippines amid flailing government response to COVID-19 pandemic. So amid, no, parang ibig sabihin sinasabi na hindi maganda ang government response nga sa pandemic. Siguro yung mga marami kasi nagugutom, no? So ayan.
Oo. Ito nga, may nag-text sa akin, pare, magko-komento daw siya ha. Binibigay ko ngayon yung ating Viber. Ano yung Viber number natin ulit, pare?
Ayan, ito. Viber number natin is, +44 7726. Yes, 7726 517 240. Yeah, mag-join ho kayo, no? Nakuha mo ba, Mare? Ay kumpleto mo?
+447-26-517-240.
27, Mare, ha? 27. Kayo rin ho, nandiyan ho kayo. Ito para sa atin, itong programa natin. Magkatawanan lang, magkwentuhan lang ho tayo. And you can share, aside from the topic that we have, you can also share anything ho na pwedeng yung gustong talakayin natin dito, no? Ito, mapapansin ho ninyo, basta anything related to Filipinos, be it in the Philippines and dito ho sa Europa. Dahil dito ho kami nakabase. Si Kumarigo, nasa Central London, kita nyo naman ha, nilalakad niya lang yung mga self-regius. Oxford ang self-regius ba, Mare? Or yung pinaka-main? Oo. Oo, nasa gitna kayo. Oo, Marylebone Road, nasa highway, andyan na kayo, di ba?
Saka Mayfair, corner ng Mayfair.
Mayfair. Yes, Mayfair. Yan ang mga mahal na properties nasa Mayfair. Okay, well, social ang lugar mo. Okay, so yan ang number. If you wanna join us, saan na ba yan? Ito yung sinasabi mo sa Financial Straight Times, no? Ito, Mare, community pantries, ayan.
Nasa ano pala siya, no? Straight Times.
Straight Times, Straight Times. Ang nagsimula, sayang, no? Nakausap sana natin si Patricia, we could have coordinated. Pero okay lang. Mabanggit natin, baka next week.
Noon. Ang galing niya. Well done, Patricia. Mabuhay ka. At saka, pare, mabuhay din yung ating mga kababayan na, nagdadala ng non-stop daw yung pagdala ng kanilang mga sobrang gamit sa bahay, mga pagkain sa bahay na dinodonate din nila. Ang ganda ng program na to. I like this a lot. If I'm in Manila, I would be doing the same thing.
Magandang concept because you put in kung ano yung meron kang ma-share na gusto na pwede mo ma-share sa ating mga kababayan na kinakapos. And at the same time, doon naman sa mga nangangailangan ng pagkain or anything, pwede silang kumuha. Yung tama lang. Di ba?
Yes.
Pwede kayong kumuha.
At saka maganda pare, it actually, you know why I like the concept? Although it's very risky on the other side. Kasi nga, nagkukumpulan yung mga tao, it sort of breaks my heart to see that people pala, they are content with kuha siya ng isang pack ng noodle, meron siyang isang itlog, and then, a piece of vegetable. And then sabi niya, because I also, marami pa daw nakapila para mapagbigyan naman yung iba. And then, bukas na naman daw siya babalik para pumila ulit.
Para kumuha, Mare?
Yes, oo. So parang hindi sila yung mga tao natuto na rin para mga Japanese, yung hindi na sila kumuha ng madami, nakuha mo? So look at
Yeah.
that.
Mm.
They only get really for the day to survive, their meal for the day. And
Oh,
then babalik
yes.
na naman daw sila sa kalikasan. So,
Ano yan?
which
Paano
is
ba yan?
nice, hindi
Ano yan? Hindi, nagsimula sa cart yata yan. Pero ito, mukhang nakikita natin sa photo na to, parang may maraming mga, ayan, parang
oo,
nagkaroon ng
kasi
mga
pare,
shelves, no?
maraming nagda-drop din. Oo, marami din yung parang pumupunta to drop off kunyari ikaw,
Oo.
feeling mo galing ka ng grocery, bumili ka na ng mga extra pakete ng mga coffee. Then you can just drop it off to them. So sila nang bahala mag-distribute.
Alam mo,
So,
magandang, yeah,
maganda.
maganda to, Mare. Dahil pag may sobra ka rin lang naman, maski paano, i-share mo rin. And in fact,
Exactly, oo.
dito, yung maraming nagiging sir, nagiging, lady, yung dito, yung mga knighthood,
Mm,
some of them, the
yes,
reasons why, because of charity, di ba? They've done some charity
yes.
work, di ba? Ganon.
They have already
Oh.
so much that they give as well. So, maganda yan. I mean, kasi nung nandiyan din ako sa Pilipinas, even today, there's so many, like for example, alam natin na may mga nagsara na ng mga restaurant. So, some of my friends, yung kanilang mga restaurant nagsara na. So, what we did naman to support them is, for example, every Tuesdays, and ang toka ko kasi, every Tuesdays. So,
Mhm.
nagpapadala kami pare ng nag-order ako ng
Mm.
100 heads na pagkain. Pinapack na nila yan. Tapos pinapadala namin sa PGH, Philippine General Hospital. So, kunyari, I
Wow.
think yung mga doctors, mga 30 people yon, yung 70 naman dun sa mga frontliners. So, kami, nakatoka ako ng every Tuesdays.
Hmm.
So there was even
Galing,
a
ah.
time pa na talagang pinarer ko talaga ako mismo nagluto. I have like, pati si Nikki, lahat ng mga
Wa
kasama ko sa bahay. So we did
Oo,
like
oo,
mga,
oo.
di ba, yung mga, ano bang ginawa ko? I had chicken.
Mhm. Uy, nawala si Mare, sayang.
Yung white,
Ayan, ayan, nawala ka for a while.
fried chicken.
Nawala ka for
Tapos,
5 seconds.
so naggawa kami ng chicken, fried
Mm.
chicken, at saka noodles, pancit canton,
Okay.
and
Marami to,
chicken
Mare,
and
ha?
rice.
Marami. Marami to, ha?
Oo, ano, 100 eh. Oh, 100 yung toka ko eh.
Oo,
So,
okay.
every Tuesday yan. Tapos the following day, ibang kaibigan ko naman. This is also how to support na yung mga restaurant na nagsara para at least every day may trabaho pa rin yung kanilang mga tao. So,
Hmm.
all of these things, initiative pare, talagang ano eh, pagtutulungan talaga. I think this is the spirit of Filipino. What do we call it? Bayanihan.
Bayanihan,
Ganun yan.
bayanihan, bayanihan. Yes,
Yes,
bayanihan.
so,
Mahusay ang Pilipino
we
yan.
really have those good skills, na nagbabayanihan tayo. Di
Sa feng
ba?
shui,
Maganda yan.
Mare sa feng shui, do an act of charity. This is to neutralize yung mga malas. Halimbawa, di ba?
Yes,
You've
yes.
always been
Oo.
saying that, no? It's something that stuck to my
Yeah.
mind. Na,
Thank
di
you.
ba?
Thank
I,
you.
di ba? Pag gano'n ka, gawa ka ng
Yes.
Siyempre, di ba? Ang malas, hindi mo rin talaga. Oh,
Ayan, may,
okay.
may color ko na.
May kora tayo. Dali, sige, i-ano lang natin to, ha?
Ah,
Sandali, baka anihin natin yung kanyang video. Hello? May video ka ba? Sandali. Sana may video tong
ah,
ating, tignan natin kung ano.
friend ko yan from
Jam,
Australia.
limited do, no? May,
Yeah,
meron,
yeah.
let's just, teka muna, kausapin lang natin. Pero narinig, can you hear us? Hello? Hello,
Hi,
can you,
hi. How are you? Good
Uy,
afternoon.
ay,
Hi, hi,
Pilipino,
hello.
Pilipino ba to? O Briton?
Yes, kaibigan
Australian?
ko yan. Hi, Ferdy. Hi, Ferdy. Can you
Philip.
hear us?
I
Fer,
can. Yes, of
uh,
course.
Ferdy is there in the middle, no? Pero, hi Ferdy, no?
Oh, Ferdy. Thank you
You've
for
got,
calling us.
oo, mabuhay ka.
Wala ka bang video?
Wala ka
Or
bang video,
tutulog ka
Ferdy?
na?
I do, pero wala akong ngayon eh. So,
Wala siyang
Okay lang.
makeup.
Kasi, okay lang. Na, teka na, anong part ka muna ng Australia, Ferdy? Oh, there he is.
okay.
Fantastic.
Ayun.
Wow. Hindi mo na
Thank
kailangan na
you.
Yes, yes. Ferdy, anong part ng
Thank
Australia,
you,
Ferdy? Mabuhay
Sydney.
ka.
Sydney.
Sydney. Okay,
Sydney.
okay. All right. Anong oras na sa
Oh.
Sydney ngayon? What time is it now?
Now it's 10:35 p.m.
Oh, 10:35. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Umaga pa.
Oh, thank you for
Maaga pa.
joining us.
It's always
Kamusta?
Thank you
early
for
here.
joining us.
That's 10:30. Normally 10, 11 midnight is when we start working.
Wow. O, di
I'm
ibig
not
sabihin, andyan ka pa. Because siyempre, after 11, mag-wind down ka pa. So, more or less, that's 12 o'clock that you, a little past 12 that you get to sleep talaga, no? Mabuhay, ha? Thank you very much for being a part of today's show. We're talking about community
Oo.
pantries
Thank
in
you.
the Philippines. Ferdy, Ferdy na IE ka ba? Ferdy na Y ka?
IE.
Ah, okay. Ferdy, ano apelido mo, Ferdy?
DS.
Ah, Diaz na said, no? Meron kasing Diaz dito na S eh. So, Diaz na
No,
said.
that's it. DS
Oo.
is it.
Ferdie,
Oo
you
nga.
were telling us, you were telling me before that you did some charity work in the Philippines as well, right?
Uy,
Kasi itong mga community partners na ganito talagang nakaka-inspire because it's being like done by one person, tapos somebody saw it, and then they replicate the good act. Tell us about what you have done in Australia to help Filipinos.
So during my time when I was medical repping, I think I was with Johnson's and Johnson's Medical. So
Mm-hmm.
there's actually a couple of groups here. One is the Filipino, what we call PAMA. It's Philippine Australian Medical Association, which these are all Filipino doctors. So they do a lot of community outreach to Philippines. Then we have a
Mm,
group called PAMRA, which is Philippine Australian Medical Representatives Association. So during that, I'm pretty sure is that Ondoy. Ondoy is the one that the big one that
yeah.
really
The very big,
savage.
yeah, big storm was on Doy. That's right.
That's correct. Yeah. So during that time,
Mm.
we actually organized with my group because I am the leader in terms of the Filipino medical rep dito sa New South Wales. And
Mm-hmm.
we had a lot of Filipino medical rep here. So I did send a message to our group, and everyone actually donated a lot of their old clothes, canned goods,
Wow.
and we shipped that through LBC.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we collected almost 50 LBC balikbayan box that we sent.
Wow.
We just don't know where did I end up with because there's only one
Hindi
address
mo na
that we
alam
can
kung saan
send it
napunta.
to. That I
okay.
have that I have no idea kung saan siya
Really? You don't
nakarating.
have
But
a
nasa amin.
checking on who received it?
Sorry,
You don't
say it
have
again.
you have no way of checking?
No, because it was the LBC was doing a donations as well. So anything that you drop to them, then they will ship it for you. So we collected everything. Took us a week to collect and repack it, and then give it to LBC, and then LBC is the one gonna send that to different areas that are heavily affected.
That is free, no? Ferdy, the services are free, no?
That
LBC
that's
service is
correct.
free.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's correct.
Oh,
During
okay.
those
Ah,
times,
really?
Oh,
which is
Kasi
very
parang
good
tulong yun
for
ah.
LBC to do that. Actually, they
oh,
actually
okay.
overwhelm. They ending up sending maybe 3 to 5 40-footer container to ship to the Philippines on that time.
Ah, right. Okay. But because I have some friends who are, balikbayan box businesses, and they couldn't really make it. Mara hindi nila, they couldn't completely or rectangular or square yan. May mga butas yan, and that's the reason why we have a couple or three dito na who do that because may butas eh. So they could encourage mga ganyan, yung mga donations para maisiksik na
I
yung
see.
pinaka-container ganyan.
To
But that's
put it in
good.
the container.
Oo, that's
Yeah.
good.
Mabuhay ka, Ferdy. Yeah. I think, so you should have, did you have like a contact in the Philippines on who were like the recipients of the boxes,
No,
or it was your contact to
no,
LBC?
no. It was actually a very rush collaboration between the group, and we heard that LBC is accepting boxes to be dropped to them, and that's what we did. We actually we only pay for the boxes, but the actual shipping they
Yeah.
look after that.
Mm.
It's kind of they did that for about I think 2 weeks. So everyone's
Yeah.
rushing to actually drop that donation to them.
Ano yan, pay the boxes
Mm.
for ano yan, mga $5 American dollar, Australian dollars, 10 Australian
$10,
dollars,
just
$10.
$10
Okay, fantastic.
Australian.
So what do you do now? So you were there back home in the Philippines as a part of the medical representative, yeah, medrep yata, di ba? Was that what you were doing back home in the Philippines prior
No,
to?
no, no, no.
Okay.
I wasn't. In the Philippines, I have my own company there. I used to manufacture stuffed toys
Oh,
back then, and then in Australia, and then I started working with Coca-Cola, Amatel as a business development manager, and then move into
Amatel would be
pharmaceutical
the ano yan? Amatel would be the equivalent of PLDT.
whoever San Miguel, whoever owns Coca-Cola in Philippines, that's similar.
Mm. Okay. So
Ah,
parang
okay,
ano,
okay, okay.
consumer products.
Yun ang
These are consumer
Consumer,
products,
yes,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Parang Procter and Gamble
Coca-Cola,
sa atin, pare.
Oo.
O
yeah, and
Unilever, ganyan.
then works in after that. Someone invited me to join pharmaceutical as a medical rep. Then I did join Eli Lilly with specializing in endocrine, like in diabetes.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And that was a challenging one because I had no background in terms of medical repping. And I mean, there's a lot of people that helps there. As I said, there's a lot of Filipino that also assisting you to giving you advice and suggestion how you're going to get through with the intense training. Hence the reason why when I become a fully fledged rep, we always gather every Friday afternoon. So it started with about 7 Filipino rep. We're having a coffee in McDonald's at 4 o'clock, just having a catch up, see how how's the week. Then they decided, why don't we form a group? So I said, okay, let's go on. So we spread the message, and I organize a lunch, bring their family, bring their own food, and there's actually 70 Filipino reps attended that we didn't even know that they
Oh,
actually
wow.
exist.
Okay, wow.
And then it's become viral, and there's people coming from Brisbane, which is another state. There's people coming from Victoria. So our group has become the what you call it an advocate. So if there's any new Filipino who wanted to enter, so there used to be a medical rep in the Philippines, and they just starting in Australia. They having difficulty of getting an interview. In our group, we have used to be the vice president for AstraZeneca Philippines. We have a lot of marketing manager. We got training manager. We got clinical, their nurses,
Ba, galing,
pharmacists,
galing yung grupo niyo. Mahusay,
and
ah.
Galing mo
oh,
naman.
so what we've done is we actually coach them on how to prepare their resume, how to get an interview. So far naman maganda yung success rate namin. Everyone that we assisted are all now working in pharmaceutical, and
Wow.
and you'll be surprised
Parang,
just on the recent February, because February normally is the month where they have the sales conferences. Every company, there's always one
Ferdy,
Filipino that is
Ferdy, is it okay with Ferdy?
Yeah.
Sorry. Ferdy, can you go forward? Okay lang yung kanina. Maganda yung forward. Can you go forward?
Yeah.
Yung kanina mo forward
Ferdy,
kanina.
Can you come closer? Can you
Can
come
you come
closer
closer?
to the camera?
Oh, can you,
Ferdy?
kasi di ba ano ka? Yeah. Okay na. Okay, yeah. So, okay,
Okay.
fantastic. All right. Oh, yeah, ito.
Yeah. So
Pakinahan ko ka na dyan.
yeah, as I was mentioning before, every year there is what you call a rep of the year, um, directors, managing directors, representative of the year, who has the highest market share. Um, every single pharmaceutical company that you can name off, there's always a Filipino that is actually getting rep of the year. A lot of our group,
Wow,
Oh,
stand
galing,
out.
galing.
every one of them is multiple back to back, either sales managers of the year or rep of the year. Everyone, not a
Galing, no?
single
Amazing.
one that.
Galing, oh.
Yeah.
That's why
Parang,
they're very, very proud of the Filipino, because Filipino works very, very intense in terms of, discussion with the doctors. They know the trick. They don't just tick the box, but they always go outside the box. So they don't waste
Mm.
time, because at the end of the day, they want sales and they want commission.
Yeah.
And to make the commission, you need to make a lot of sales. That's why they're all becoming
successful, yeah.
workaholic,
Ah, workaholic, oh.
very, very
Mm.
successful, and also a lot of them getting promoted. So we've got a lot of Filipinos that came here. Even the president of Swilig Pharma in the Philippines, he came here in Australia. He started here in Australia as a medical representative until he was
Oh,
successful, and then he actually got pirated back to lead the Sweden Pharma. It used to be a Pharma League, and now he's moved now as the
it's really
regional
fun.
president for Swilling Pharma, which is quite a big company there.
So maganda ginagawa
Yeah.
nila, Mario, no? Because in a way that's charity, no?
Oo.
Yung pinag-usapan ng charity, you're trying to equip this new people, new Pinoys na who have arrived in Australia, and equip them if they want to
Yeah.
enter the medical rep profession, di ba? So maganda yung
Yeah.
ginagawa nyo.
Exactly. I mean,
That
I wonder.
that's
Yeah,
correct.
we can
That's
even
correct.
perhaps replicate it in other
Because
countries, huh?
a lot of them, they've been telling us they've been applying. It's been 4 years, 5 years. They've been attempting, and they just can't get in. They can get first interview, but they can't get to the second or final interview. So what we do is we actually they normally ring me and said, Ferdy, I got a new friend here. He wants to get in. So I will refer him to another rep to do an it's like an on the job training. So
Okay.
it's like shadowing. So they will go out and they will
Mentoring, no?
watch
Parang ganyan, no?
how do we discuss with the doctors, and then
Ba, kompleto pala yan. You don't charge anything, it's free? Walang fee yan?
no, it's free. It's free.
Okay, pero
It's all about helping one another, because pharmaceutical is like it's like a globe. It could turn around and come back to you. So next time you probably only repping, and the person that you help to is now a marketing manager, a sales manager, or a regional manager, that's what's happening now. So anyone who are looking, for example, if I decided to go back to a corporate world, then I can just go in anytime, because I got people there that they know how I work. They know that I help a lot in terms of motivating them, how to create their action plan, and everyone is helping, because we got a very good IMS data person here as well, so that they can read all the analytics in terms of their sales performance. It's just one small group. We are spread out. New South Wales, it's bigger than the map of the Philippines, but we are spread out. But we do from time to time catch up, except for this COVID. I know that couple of days ago they just rang me and said, Ferdy, we haven't seen you. Can we catch up? And we need to organize another lunch or another family gathering, which we do that twice a year in the past, but at the moment, because of the COVID, then everything's been halted.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's basically what we do as a group for the Filipino Medical Rep. There's a lot of different organizations, but in our close group, because we are focusing only on the healthcare, our group is just specializing on assisting and and supporting any newcomer. A lot of them used to be a sales manager there or high ranking role, and they starting here as a normal sales representatives, and that's what we're actually helping to do that,
Wow, that's very good,
because
huh?
Retired ka
yeah.
na ba? Are you retired? Are you still active? You mentioned if you won't go back to the corporate world, ano ka ba? Ano ba ginagawa mo ngayon? What do you do? So you've done some, what do you do now at the moment, Ferdy?
He's
Well,
a
since my time, yeah.
multimillionaire. The America is a huge company in
Ah, you own it? Yung Diamerica parang PTY, ano? Sa'yo ba yan?
yes,
That's
Limited?
correct.
yeah.
So
What is it? What is it?
after my corporate time with Johnson's and Johnson's, because I was specializing on the diabetes, I had been approached by an Israeli company called Dario Health.
Okay.
It's on Nasdaq,
Kailan to? Kailan to?
and asked me
Kailan
to
to?
be the country manager. And then the hire me after a year when I get them registered with Diabetes Australia and get reimbursed. Then they form their own team, and they just put me as a consultant. And I just had that idea that hang on a second, I got a big network here from Johnson's and Johnson's because I used to travel across Australia 3 to 4 times a week on every states. So I decided to approach a company called General Electric (GE) because they have a new blood glucose medical device, and they said, "Look, if you got your own company, we've heard about your name. Let's give it a try." So I formed the company and started with one product, just GE, competing with about 30, yeah, about 30 different company, global company. These are Roche, Abbott, Johnson's and Johnson's.
Wow, big
I'm
ones, yeah.
competing against them, and after 2 years, I was number six in terms of the strip sales of the same SKUs. So from there on, it's just yeah, the company
Tuloy-tuloy na.
accumulated on different products. We venture on other medical devices, consumables. We have now access to over 2,000 products.
Wow.
Our main or 99% of my clientele is actually nursing homes. Like home for the aged. That's my main clientele, because the big company don't touch them because they think it's too small. But for me, it's a business that no one is actually tapping in, and that's where I get in and I become the aged care expert. So other company approaching me to promote their product because they can't get into nursing home, which I can easily get in because I get contract with them to supply all their products.
Yeah.
Wow, galing eh.
Um,
Wow, ang galing.
so
Mabuhay ka.
Mabuhay,
Pare
mabuhay
talaga
ka.
basta mga Pinoy talaga, no? Very successful talagang Pinoy. Basta ano lang. What I think the takeaway from this impromptu interview with you, Ferdy, is talagang pagka Pinoy, if you just like focus, yeah, do some charity that what you're doing to also share, and I like that one a lot as well, pare.
Hmm.
I think if we only have, maybe we have to make some time. Can you imagine if you can actually help people to prepare themselves? There is like a
Hmm.
place where they can go, and because there's a lot of talents here in London, na hindi mo lang minsan, they're also at a loss. So, thank you for that, Ferdy. Ang dami namin natutunan sa'yo.
Thanks,
Ang galing,
Ferdy. Eh.
Oh,
mabuhay ka.
But
anytime, anytime. I mean,
just
as I said,
hmm.
with in terms of the support, even here in London or anywhere in the world, like in Canada, in the US, a lot of the people migrating there and they wanted to start, they can form their own group there and help one another. Because it's not easy to get a full-time job, especially pharmaceutical, because they know pharmaceutical is a very well-paid industry in Australia compared to, I mean, in overseas compared to the Philippines. I mean, I can share this with you anyway. This is available on online. Starting salary here for a medical rep, it's about 80,000 Australian plus car and
Wow.
other benefits and
Per
incentives. So they
annum.
can earn for a year for about $120,000, which is a lot of money
Wow.
Oo, mag
compared to average salary in the Philippines is only how much? Maybe 8 or 9,000 pesos plus commission and
Mm,
car allowance.
mm,
So that's a
mm.
big difference there.
ano equivalent ng
Um,
$120,000 Australian dollars Philippine money?
It's
Sabi mo from 80 all the
120.
way to 120, di ba? 80K to 120. Ganun nga, that's the reason
you
why
look,
maganda mag-abroad because if you lift the same pail of water, for example sa Pilipinas, sabihin natin 500 pesos, yung same pail na binuhat mo in sa abroad more than 10 times pa nun siguro or even 20 or even 100 times, no?
It's,
well,
it's
you're looking at
pare.
about
It's about
4.8 million,
70,000 pounds.
4.8 million a year pesos as a
Yeah,
starter.
or 4.8 million.
Ah,
Galing,
biro,
no?
biro mo yan, siguro
Oo,
si,
lipat na tayo pare.
oo,
Lipat na
sige.
tayo sa
Oo
Australia.
nga, oo
Basta,
nga.
pare,
Oo,
kung kasi
si,
yung trabaho dito sa London, punta
oo,
lang
si,
kami sa'yo, mag-a-apply lang kami sa'yo, ha?
oo nga, oo nga. Maswerte yung swerte yung na-meet siya ng sabi niya Israeli company. Because a lot of
Yes.
Viber started as an Israeli company. A lot of mga
Ah,
fintech at saka puro Israeli, Mahuhusay sila sa technology.
WhatsApp is an Israel company, and
Oo.
your map in the Philippines, Waze, that's an Israeli.
Yun nga, marami nga.
oh,
Viber, but now it's owned by a Japanese firm, company. Pero that used to be yung Rakuten ngayon, Viber. But that was created by an
alright.
Israeli company,
Oo.
Mahusay nga,
Oh,
mahusay yung mga...
thank you,
Thank you,
thank
Ferdy,
you,
ha?
Ferdy. Baka babatiin ka dito sa
Baka
Pilipinas,
may mga
sa
shoutout ka. May
Pilipinas.
kaibigan ka sa Europe,
Shout out ka.
Pilipinas din. Yan, sige, go ahead.
Normally, may relatives kami, yung family ng wife ko nasa San Pablo, mga Rodriguez, Blas, they are in San Pablo City. Then yung half family namin, mga Diaz din, which is na dyan sa Pasig.
Pasig.
Then the rest of my relatives are now here in Australia.
Good, diba? Okay,
Wow. Oh,
Talagang
thank you so much,
mabuhay ka, ha?
Ferdy. Maraming salamat.
We hope this is not the first and the last time we're gonna have you on the show, no? At gising ka
No,
pa naman
I'm gonna
around
bring
10,
it to
10:30.
London.
So,
You're gonna see
Sure,
me
sure,
fresh in
anytime,
London.
sige,
anytime.
Hopefully.
mabuhay
I
ka,
mean,
Ferdy, ha?
I think Diamedica is the only Filipino company in Australia that supply medical equipment. So we are very proud of it.
Wow,
Wow.
we're very proud of you as well, no? You're making us
We're
proud,
proud of
Pinoys,
you.
no? Dito sa UK and the whole world, no? So thank you, Ferdy. You take
Oh,
care. God bless. At
Thank you.
yan,
maraming
Sige,
salamat.
sige. Till the next time, ha?
Take
Sige,
care.
thank you. Ayan, si Ferdy.
Thank you.
All the way from
Sige.
Sydney, Australia. Imagine mo, mare.
Sydney.
Oh,
Grabe,
Sydney.
oo.
Okay then.
Hindi mo,
Grabe.
Have a
yes,
good
yes.
afternoon.
Good afternoon sa iyo. Good evening naman sa inyo. Mula sa amin.
Okay, thank you, Ferdy.
Okay,
No
Ferdy. Sige,
problem.
sige.
Speak to you then. Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
ayan, si Ferdy. Ayun. Naku, nakakatuwa to si Ferdy, no? Imagine mo yan,
Grabe
all the
naman.
way from very successful. Imagine mo yan. Ano yan, charity nila yan, Mare, to help parang yung mga mentor nila yung mga bago.
Oo, ang
Bagong
ganda.
salta,
I love
bagong
that.
dating.
I
It's
love
love.
that. I'm thinking, alam mo, one day, let's talk about it because wala pa niyan dito sa Philippines. Naalala ko pare in 2010,
Mhm.
I used to come back here all the time. But then when we were about to settle down
Mm.
here,
Mhm.
hindi parehas kasi kunyari punta kami ng
Mhm.
ibang bansa like Hong Kong or
Mhm.
I had to be with him in Uzbekistan. Talagang merong mga expat community na how to move,
Oo, oo.
etc. ganyan.
Yeah,
Sa
syempre,
Philippines.
oo. Oo.
So, yung mga expats talaga may community. Like even the movers, where to go to school, yung mga bata, mga salon na lang, anything. Like here in London when we arrived here, yung bago lang, syempre yung community ng school ni Nikki, yung daughter ko, Siyempre, puro naman mga international yung mga mommies and daddies, di ba? So
Mm.
they really take time to invite us for a drink. Oh, your daughter is the new girl, and my daughter really likes her. Parang ganon. So they welcome us parang sa community. Eh,
Mm.
syempre international. So ang dami, meron silang parang one night, ano lang, parang mga salon. So ano mga salon dito na malapit? If
Mm.
you like alterations, di ba? May mga papatahi ka.
Mm. Mm.
Walang mga
Oo.
ganun eh. Walang, oo, alam mo sa Pilipino, we should do that. I like that idea.
Tama yun.
Parang ano,
Although dito, makwento ko lang because, well, I arrived here kasi mga 99, no? So, yung mga first batches, natuwa yung mga, siyempre iba nakapangasawa na ng mga Briton at kung saan na nakakalat sa buong United Kingdom. Pag dumarating ngayon yung mga nurses, dahil nung manalo ang Labour government in 97, ang plataforma nila was the NHS eh. Diba? Yung parang, kasi ito napakaganda. Ito ang equivalent ng PGH sa Pilipinas, ng mga San Lazaro Hospital. Kaya lang mas social, maganda, di ba? Maganda. Free at the point of, ano ba yan? Sabi nga, yung use, no? Yung punta ka lang dito, ano tawag dito, araw-araw sa Royal Brompton Hospital, puro heart bypass operations. Di ba? Pero yun, libre yun. Walang bayad, walang lahat ng 10 man ang inoperahan nila. Walang bayad. Oh, sa Pilipinas, di ba? Mahal-mahal ng mga heart operations. Oh, exactly. So, pero wini-welcome nila. Dumating din, mga ganyan. Pahihiram ng mga pots and pans, ganyan. Nagpapairam sila. Kunyari, si ate ganyan. So, meron naman tayo. Kaya lang maganda to na if-formalize sila at nagsama-sama, like-minded people, nagsama-sama
yes.
to help yung bagong salta. Ganon, oo.
Yeah, and it could be also in all different industries, different disciplines. Kung ikaw gusto, engineer ka ba, architect ka ba, attorney, lawyer ka ba, a college degree, no degree, I think it would be a good kasi pare, 'di ba? I'm not sure sa time mo nung nagsimula din ako dito. Oh my God, kasi 'di ba, you're so spoiled in the Philippines, you have driver waiting for you, you have yaya waiting for you.
Oo
There
nga,
was a
tama, di ba?
time,
Oo.
nang dumating kami dito ni Nikki, because I have to parang search which place we will stay. Either Westminster, Central London ba, Oxford, Wimbledon. We have to go around. And we stay
Siyempre.
like a week, 2 weeks in a hotel. Until sabi ko, parang I really like, parang for me, home talaga sa akin yung Oxford. Kasi it's very, it's an international community, but then it's very safe. The kids can walk around, can cycle. It's very safe. But then there are moments na parang pare, pa rin kahit papaano nagta-taxi pa rin ako. Sabi ng asawa ko, "Honey, why don't you take the bus?" Alam mo ba? From Heathrow to Oxford, I took a car. I'm always in a car. And parang I'm paying like 200 pounds, 150 pounds. Sabi ng asawa ko, "Honey, you're nuts. You just pay 15 quid in a bus." Sabi ko, "Where do I go?" Sabi niya, "You go there, line up." Sabi ko, "I wanna line up."
Nang bago yan.
It's like, parang, kasi in the Philippines nga, we are not used to that. We are like, you either have a taxi, you either have a car, or something.
Hindi kasi, tama yan. Hindi tayo sanay maglakad ng ano.
Sa mga, take a bus, dito ka, ito pala mga lane dito, ganyan-ganyan. Basta matatawa ka. And there were moments like, syempre, madidepress ka rin. Oh my God, I miss the Philippines, I miss this. So you have that moment of malulungkot ka. So it would be nice to have a group that somebody can just call in. Bago ka ba? Ay, mag-project tayo yan. Gusto ko yan. Bago ka ba dito?
Maganda yan.
Bagong salta ka ba? Ano bang pwede natin may tulong sa'yo? Ang galing.
Well, mabanggit ko lang na nag-guess ko yung isang nurse because there was a time na ang series ko puro nurses all over Europe. Nagulat ako, ang dami palang nurses, different parts. Although yung ibang areas struggling sila, hindi ganun kabilis at saka hindi rin ganun kaganda ang sweldo, no? Pero sa Italy, merong mga naunang dumating doon. They're trying to help out yung mga bagong saltaron na na nurses na halimbawa galing sa Pilipinas dumating doon pero hindi ma-practice yung job nila dahil syempre dating doon parang either naglilinis sila ng bahay o no. So, sige, ganito,
Oo.
magsimula kayo. Tinuturuan sila. Pati yung mga review,
Galing.
inaalalayan, oo. Pero maswerte ang mga nurses sa United Kingdom talaga. Dahil unang-una, madali. No?
Ang galing.
Hindi ka mukha doon talagang struggle. Pati sa France. France, Spain,
Oo.
Italy, meron ako sa Germany nakausap, meron akong nakausap, Switzerland, may mga batches dyan. No? Asan na pa si...
Is it because of the language? Because, Italian and French. At least dito sa England, English tayo.
Yeah, one of the one handicap ng isang taong nakatira sa mga ganong countries nga yung language, because para magkaroon ka ng matinong trabaho, ano yun it's a must, di ba? Dahil you have to be communicating with people
England, English.
Oo, sa England maswerte tayo maski paano, no? It's English.
Yeah, that's right.
Oo.
Wow, pumunta
Ayan.
ka nga ng Elscourt, ano na yan Sabi ng mga anak ko, Mommy, if you go to Elscourt, it's like Philippines. It's like a Filipino community.
Oo nga. Yes, oo. Makikita mo mga Pinoy. Sa UK, marami. Sa Italy, marami-rami din. Makikita mo. May mga areas na pag nagpunta ka, maski city center, kamukha na sa Berlin, halimbawa, bihira ako makakita ng Pinoy. Hindi ko alam kung dahil napakalaki ng city.
Yeah.
Oo, pero Rome, maski saan, kabayan,
Oo,
ingat ka, baka
Italy talaga marami. I
baka
think there are
madukutan
more
ka.
Filipinos in Italy than in the UK, right?
That was
If I
before.
remember.
That was before.
That was before.
Oo, that was before. Kasi, tas na-overtake ng Filipino, ng UK. Kasi naman, pwede natin dalhin yung asawa natin, anak natin, lahat di ba? Mas madali dito. Doon, maintain pa nila magkapapil sila o magkaroon ng, ano pa pangalan yung, yung binagbibigyan kayo ng gobyerno, maglalabas ng parang batas na, sige, yung mga TNT rito, pwede na. May tawag sila. Amnesty. Amnesty.
Amnesty.
Oo. Maghihintay pa sila. Kaya napakahirap. Mabalik tayo sa community pantries, Mare. Gusto mong gawin yan? Ako, gusto ko rin gawin. Magandang gawin yan, no? Natanong mo kanina kay Ferdy, na-check nyo ba kung natanggap o ano? Tama yun Di ba? Kung tayo gusto natin gawin, mamimigay tayong pera, hindi natin sigurado, baka maibulsa Di ba?
Exactly. That is why I like the idea of community pantries because, kunyari, nag-groceries ka. Sabihin natin, ay 100 piraso ng Lucky Me noodles, di ba? At least, kaya nga yung mga ayuda-ayuda na yan sa totoo lang, I'm sorry, but I'm also, my company pays tax in the Philippines, no? I also want to know where the money goes to. I'd like this because I'd rather see people receiving that rather than a cash. Diba? And siya, may mga staff ako na nabigyan. Yung iba kong staff hindi nabigyan kasi sa barangay daw nila, I don't know kung anong istorya na hindi rin sila nabigyan. Even my driver now, nag-absent siya ng 3 days kasi sabi niya, Ma'am, yung pangalan ko, doon daw sa kanilang barangay nakalista. So, aabangan niya. So, sabi ko, okay, mag-absent ka ng 3 araw. Tapos, di ba yung iba, mga no work, no pay, magkano na yan? Magkano ba yung inaantay mong ayuda? Sabi niya,
1,000?
1,000,
1,000, oo.
Huwag ka na mag-absent kasi kung mag-a-absent ka, makakatasan ka pa ng 3 araw.
Oo.
So, sabi ko, forget about it, bibigyan na lang kita. So,
parang 15 pounds lang yan. 15 pounds.
Exactly. So, for me, itong community pantry, maganda siya dahil, I think it actually opened up our eyes. I mean, look at this now. We're talking about them all the way from London, Straight Times. Is it in New York? I mean, it goes viral. One simple act from Miss Anna, Anna Patricia Nun, has now cascaded to the rest of the country. So,
Magaling.
Maganda siya, oo. Gusto ko yan. Meron pang isa pa yata yung you can plant a tree or something. Parang there's a project din na, have you planted a tree?
Hindi, pag-usapan din natin plant a tree, no? Ako, yes, I did plant a tree when I was young, but di ba ngayon, parang gusto natin mag-plant a tree for every tree na putuli mo, magtanim ka ng bago, di ba? Para to make up for the ano, no? Dahil siyempre, hindi mo rin mapipigilan ang cutting down of trees kasi kailangan paggawa ng mga aparador natin, mga chairs, mga kung ano-ano, di ba?
Yes.
Oh, it has to be
going to a new development. It's a cycle eh.
tama yan, no? It's a cycle that we have to ano, no?
Parang nirelocate mo lang siya.
Anong natanim mo na? Nung bata ka ba, nagtatanim ka?
I did, but remember kasi in elementary or high school, ang naalala ko kasi pare, ang tinatanim namin is parang, I'm not sure whether it's bamboo or it's bamboo
Bamboo?
or it's mangga yata pare eh. So,
Really?
naalala ko, meron kaming farm sa Masbate. So, we would be asked by my parents na magtanim kami ng mga ganon. Tapos ako rin, personally, doon sa beach namin sa El Nido, sa Palawan, I really love trees. So I keep planting. In fact,
Okay.
ngayon parang ginawa ko, buti na lang tinanong mo pala ako, meron kami isang property na it's in front of the beach. It's in fact right beside Palawan. Palawan is like the #1 resort in El Nido eh.
Ano pangalan? Ano pangalan?
Katabi niya, may property. QI Palawan.
QI, Chi
It's
Palawan,
the
okay.
#1 resort, Palawan. Tapos meron kaming property doon. Alam mo, parang gagawin ko, eco na siya. Ayoko na ng kasi imagine mo, yung estimate sa akin ng
Eco, teka muna.
architect,
What's eco muna? Well, before you talk about the
parang
architect. Eco.
parang this is like ecological
Eco,
way
okay, all right. So, from the word eco, okay.
Oo, so imbis na siya pare, imbis na semento yung magiging bakod ko, right?
Okay.
I decided na lang to plant a tree. Sabi ko sa caretaker ko, mag-plant na lang kayo ng tree. Kasi yung tree mismo, yun ang magiging bakod natin.
Parang hedge niya, no? Magiging hedge niya, no?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So, wala na yung parang mga hard na mga semento na something. Sabi ko in the future, pag gusto nang tumanim itong kabila kung sino may-ari ng lote, bahala sila. But for me, I'd rather have muna the tree.
Anong tree ang kailangan? Anong tree yan, Mare? Kasi parang shrubs yan,
Meron siyang
kailangan.
pangalan na tree eh. There
Oo.
is like parang a tree that can, nakikita mo dito sa Regent's Park, ang dami-dami parang yung mga naka-hedge, di ba?
Oo, ganyan. Yeah, so ganyang klaseng puno
Tree,
kailangan.
Yes.
Oo. Kasi hindi pwedeng puno na diretso. Kunyari, coconut tree, ang
No.
papayat niya,
Para
diba?
siyang
So,
it's,
shrub talaga.
Oo, para siyang fence post. Basta may mga puno siya, oh. Top tree, sabi dito is English holly, cherry laurel, mga oak tree. English, white cedar, red cedar, hornbeam, marami. Cypress oak. They can be used as a tree, as a fence.
Okay.
Mga
All right.
wood tree. Oo. Yan.
Okay.
So,
Magaling,
dogwood tree. Mm-mm. So,
Okay.
yung ginastos mo doon sa semento na gagastusin mo, yun na lang igagastos ko doon sa parang similya. Then,
Ayun.
hopefully in 5 years time, na
good.
siya.
Good.
Kasi
Good.
tangkad ko na siya.
Pwede na i-trim. Pwede na. So, ano na siya? Automatic na siyang pwede nang walling nyo. Wall na. So, maganda wall mo, natural pa, rather than, di ba? Rather than
Exactly.
hollow blocks or ano pa yan, di ba? Ano pa eh. Mas
Yeah.
mabuti na yun na eco-friendly, biodegradable, di ba? Kung sakaling magano.
Exactly.
Oo.
Tapos pag uwi mo ng Pilipinas, hopefully 10 years from now, yan, baka may bahay 10 years from
Oy.
now, tagal-tagal pa muna.
Mare, may reaction lang. Well, not reaction. Pagbati lang to. Ayan, si Maggie Paras
Hello, Maggie.
says, hello, Miss Allen, Mr. Allen, Miss Allen, Mr. Sunny. Hello, mabuhay, ha? Thank you very much. No?
Salamat po.
Si Mol Panes, greetings from Finland. Uy, Mol,
Wow.
tawag ka, no? Yung number natin, ito yung number natin. If you can call it, katuwaan lang, no? +44 7726517240. Papasok kayong tawag nyo direkta rito sa atin, no? sa Viber. So anywhere, nasaan man kayong bahagi sa Europa, Pilipinas, Australia, kanina si Ferdy, na kausap namin ni Mare,
Oo.
via Viber yon.
Yun.
No, ang linaw, Mare. Yung
Ang
first,
linaw.
yung mga first Vibers natin nun, di ba, na ano? So, sabi ko, nakakahiya naman sa kumari ko. Kailangan ayusin na natin yung ating Viber. Kailangan, at least maririnig ka. Before we had Viber, problema, hindi mo naririnig.
Hindi ako marinig.
Oo, hindi ka naririnig pala, I should say. No? Naririnig mo sila, pero hindi ka nila naririnig, no? So, si Panes, Mot ba to? Mot Panes?
Mon.
Mon Panes.
Finland.
Mol Panes, Mol. Hindi, Mot, Mare. Mot, M-O-T. Mot Panes.
MOT.
Mot Panes from Finland. Kumusta sa Finland? May Finland, ang yes nila iba sa yes ng Denmark, Sweden at saka ano pangalan to? At saka Norway. Oo. Nakalimutan ko na ano tawag nila eh. Oo, because may Jari Tyron. So gusto ko sana yung Yes Philippines in Scandinavian. Ang problema, yung Finland iba ang yes nila eh. Kaya hindi hindi ko na tinuloy iba ang ano. Mot, tama ba 'yung sinasabi namin? Paki-react nga lang. Ayan. And si Joey Abanilla watching from Imus. Mabuhay, no? Mabuhay ka.
Hello,
Joey,
Salamat.
tawag ka rin Joey, no? The number is, ayan, no? Sabi ni Joey Abanilla, ay, babae pala to. A lot of community pantries are being put up now around our country. Hopefully, more people will be encouraged to help pa.
Yes.
Ayan,
Yeah,
no?
good. Well done. Good job.
Tapos
Galing.
wow, may nag-react siya doon sa about puno, sabi niya. That's a good idea po. Medyo matagal nga lang lumaki. Ano yun?
Well, patience is a virtue.
5 years.
Yung mga anak ko lumalaki. Yung mga anak ko lumalaki, umaalis ng bahay. At least yung puno, hindi siya aalis.
Well, ganun talaga. Malay mo, pagbalik ng anak mo, magtanim uli siya. Doble ang di ba? It's a fact of life na Mare. It's a fact of life na mawawala yung mga they will fly out of the nest and then ganun talaga, no? Yeah.
At saka alam mo pala pare, ang generation natin ngayon, we have to think and prepare as if we are going to survive or, be at least 100. Kasi di ba pare, yung madami kang makikita dyan. Mga 80 years old na sila, 90 years old. Ano pa? Mga aktibo na pa dito. I mean, my mother-in-law is 80, going to be 88.
Yes.
And she drives on her own.
Kita mo yan? Oo.
She drives on her own. She travels to the Philippines, Kung wala lang pandemic twice a year, nandun siya. Pumupunta pa siya ng El Nido, Nakapunta pa yan ng island hopping. Nakapunta pa siya ng Mayon Volcano. Pumunta pa siya dyan sa Pampanga. The Mount Pinatubo when you have to do riding. Ano yung mga, Yung
ay, hindi ko alam. Meron ba? Zipline? Hindi naman. May zipline? Hindi naman.
Ay, zipline. Yung parang you have to go to this rough road na...
Tour. Parang tour niya ng Mount Pinatubo. Okay. Oh.
So, what I'm trying to say is, ayun, bakit natawag na naman?
Hindi. Ano to, kausapin ko lang. But, hello?
Yeah.
Through to Mr. Laragan.
Yes. How can I help you?
It's Josh from Curry Motors Toyota. It's just a reminder you guys booked in for a service and MOT tomorrow.
Right, for tomorrow. What time is it?
Just need to drop it off between 8 and 9:30. You also booked in with a courtesy car, is that right?
Yes, a courtesy one. Yeah, right, yes.
Yeah, just need to bring your driving license, and there's a £15 charge for the courtesy car for the insurance on there, okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow then.
Bye-bye, take care.
Bye-bye. Mare, kasi yung kotse kasi isa service na yung Toyota, yung aking sa kotse kasi. Baka mamaya ma-miss ko lang yung tawag. Siguro nare-remind lang sa akin na meron akong parang service for tomorrow. Dati walang bayad yung courtesy car. Yung dadalhin mo, Mare, yung sa, kanyari, pinaayos mo or pinaano mo, bibigyan ka ng kotse para, yun ang habang ginaayos pa. O,
service.
Nag-charge sila ngayon na £15
Per day?
For the insurance. Kasi kung binangga mo, di ba? Per day.
Okay lang.
Hindi naman. kung gaano katagal gawin yon. So kunyari kung 1 week yun o 4 days o 1 day or a few hours, yun lang, magbayad ka ng £15 para sa courtesy car. Kasi hindi mo alam kung anong oras babalik magagawa kung mamaya alas 12 pa, alam naman tambayan mo yung
Pero ilang weeks mo na siyang nagamit?
they do it every year yan every year. So whichever comes first, kung 10,000 miles or 1 year, no, or 12 months, no. So every year yan. Ayun, yun lang naman. So
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, when we left here, I don't know kung saan ni Nick pinamigay yung kotse namin sa Oxford. So,
Oo.
hindi ko alam kung saan niya binigay. But we don't need kasi a car here in London You don't need a car here.
yes. Oo,
So,
napakaganda ng transport. Napakaganda ng transport sa
at saka,
London.
my God, every time you come into the center of London, £15 na yung tawag nito.
Parking?
£15 na, di ba?
Yung
Hindi,
yung congestion charge. Oo nga.
Congestion charge.
At
At
saka
saka the
mare.
parking is making to. £100 over a day. So never mind. So we don't need.
At saka mare. Bukod sa dati ang congestion charge hanggang alas 6 lang tapos weekends wala. Ngayon di na. Everyday na. Hanggang alas 10 ng gabi.
Yes.
So one time,
Correct.
ginto, one time akala ko okay na. Pamaya-maya nagulat ako, may message sa akin na yung congestion charge ko hindi ko ba binayaran. Mas mahal pagka no?
Yes. Oo. At saka alam mo, nakakatawa nga dito. Di ba? So sometimes kasi if you have a car, then you have to find a parking, right? Kung hindi ka man magtiyaga dyan sa labas. Tapos sometimes, medyo minsan may nakita akong para sa right move, di ba? Na for sale, ganyan-ganyan. Sabi ko, honey, let's go check it out. Parang, this is just, nearby, this is Mayfair. Let's go and check it out. Just ko parang, sabi ko parang ang presyo niya, parang, acceptable, ganyan-ganyan. Pucha, pagpunta namin, garage lang pala yun.
Oo, totoo yun. Di ba nga?
Oh my
Di ba nga ang yung mga Muse, ano ng kabayo niya? Bahay ng kabayo yan. Muse ngayon dito, bahay na siya mamahal pa, no?
And it's so expensive, by the millions of pounds pa yung iba. Oh my
And then,
God.
Mari, kasi Mayfair naman yan. When you say Mayfair, pagka mahal-mahal yan sa Mayfair.
Mayfair.
Di ba?
Marylebone.
Mayfair. Oo, mahal yan. Mahal yung era na yan. Nasa
I
Central
think
London yan.
the two for me is Marylebone, Mayfair. That's it. After that, I think it depends. Marami rin mga magaganda rin.
Joey,
Ay nako, yan ang buhay-buhay natin.
Joey, Joey, tawag ka lang sa amin. Katuan lang. If you don't wanna be seen, that's fine. If you wanna be seen, then better. Pero tawag ka lang. +44 7726 517240. It's Viber. You don't have to pay a single cent. Walang single sa'yo, walang single sa amin, which is kind of good, di ba? I mean, okay lang kami, tatawag lang. Kaya mahal din ang overseas pag
Pero
Pilipinas.
dapat kasi meron siyang internet. Dapat meron siyang internet connection.
Bakit?
For
Bakit?
Viber. In the Philippines, if you don't have an internet connection, hindi ka pwedeng mag-Viber or mag-WhatsApp.
Alright, really? Hindi ba yung
Yes.
di ba, pag meron kang plan or data or anything, hindi ba nagagamit yon?
Yeah, I think yung iba kasi, oo nga, no? I didn't know that.
Di ba,
Kasi I
pwede
didn't
yan?
try.
So,
But usually,
yeah. Sorry. Hindi, gusto ko lang sabihin lang na kay Joey na, Joey, try calling lang. Tawagan mo ng Viber. Download Viber. It's free. WhatsApp sana. Ang problema sa WhatsApp, wala sila nung system na pwede tayo na pwede natin
okay.
Ayan.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
I'll try po. Sige, so good si
Mag-try lang
Joey.
siya.
So very good Joey Ayan.
Pare, meron message si Joey Abanilla. If you could please flash. Sabi niya dito,
Ayan, ito,
I
Mare.
work. Oo.
Ayan. Sige, basahin mo, Mare.
Okay, I work as accounting staff in a company engaged in logging. For every
Okay.
tree that we cut, we pay several fees for the locals to plant a tree. But sadly, mga korap talaga kahit sa ang mundo, hindi na tataniman, kaya medyo nakakalbo na nga yung lugar na yon. Yes, amazing that there are people like you that life cycle of life matters.
Wow,
I
fantastic.
seldom hear this kind of conversation, sabi niya. Thank you. Thank you, Joey.
Well, actually,
Ah,
para kayong mga eavesdroppers kasi conversation namin ni Marito, para lang kami nagkakape nito. Ganyan lang kami mag-usap. Very casual, wala hong pretensions, walang basta eto na yan, no? Eto na yung kwentuhan namin, para lang kami nagkukwentuhan. And kasama kayo. So join in lang. We just would like to encourage masaan man kayo, Madrid, Switzerland, wherever you are, no? Just join in, no? Katuwaan lang. Sige, Joey, we want to find out.
Ating viewer, Rudy Librojo from Belfast.
Rudy, mabuhay ka. Si Rudy. Ito yung may anak na Marina, na mahusay kumanta, na sinasabi kong bilib na bilib ako mag-compose ng songs dahil bata pa. Wala pa yata 16, wala pa yata 16 o wala pa 17. Pero ang kalidad ng songs niya parang Ed Sheeran, gano'n ang dating niya.
Wow.
Kaya lang sayang yung arrangement lang. Congratulations, Rudy. Ang anak niya si Mia. M-I-A, Mia Librojo. Ayan,
And we have somebody pare from Qatar. Genuine Diamond Rui. Wow.
Oy, ano ba? Diamond Rui. Watching from Qatar. Mabuhay kayo sa Qatar, eh. Meron tayong viewers sa Iraq, si ano pangalan? Abuyon ba? Pangalan nun? Iraq, meron si ako nakalimutan ko yung kanyang So mabuhay ka, no?
Hello, thank you for watching.
Joey and Mont Panes, try nyo lang. Katuan lang. Ito lang. This is the number that we have. +447720 517240. Ayan ho ang Viber number natin na pwede nyo hong tawagan. Para nang sa ganun ayan, pwede tayo mag-interact, no? Ako, Mari, going back to the planting of a tree, wala akong green thumb, eh. Pagka nagtanim ako, namamatay. Pero meron akong tinanim na nabuhay. I don't know kung matibay siya. Avocado.
Baka naman kamatis yun. Baka naman kamatis.
Ay, sinubukan ko rin. Dahil, di ba? Pero no high school sa Notre Dame kami nung araw. Sa Notre Dame. May part ng lupa doon na we turn into parang mga garden plots na parang naging gardening, I don't know, subject namin or activity namin. So, nagtatanim kami, no? Doon, nagtatanim kami ng mga pechay, kamatis, ganyan. Exciting, masarap. Kaya lang wala akong green thumb.
Oo. At saka pare minsan kasi it's also about the type of soil. It's about the water. Kasi syempre, dapat tutubigan mo yan. At saka meron pala yung pare. Ganyan dito sa London, di ba? You can see the flowers. Sometimes yung mga bulaklak, meron talagang for springtime, meron talagang for winter, meron for summer. So we have to know those type of plants eh. Hindi lang yung parang meron ako nito, ilalagay mo. May mga season talaga eh. Na may para sa tag-ulan, merong para sa tag-init. Yung mga bougainvillea, kailangan mainit yan. Dapat summertime, makikita mo maraming bougainvillea na bulaklak, di ba? Kahit saan.
Dito, ano ba ang perennial na plants na pwedeng all year round? Pine tree lang siguro?
Really, I'm not sure, but like ngayon, di ba? Ngayon, mga tulips. So, ang hilig, the last 2 weeks, puro ako tulips.
Sa sa Amsterdam yan, di ba? Yung ano pangalan nun? Yung
diba?
Napunta ka na ba sa Kokenhof? Ano ba pangalan nun? Ito yung time na yan. Ito yung time yata na yan hanggang sa May, no? Kaya, di ba? Napunta ka na ba ron sa
Kokenhof? Yes, many years ago when the kids were so young. Pero may mga ganun kasi talaga na when you plant something naman, at saka siguro, yung iba, alam mo, parang yung plant nagiging, it's a generation thing.
What do you mean?
So, can you imagine if you have a tree, tapos maya-maya, nag-asawa ka na, nanganak ka na, nagkaapo ka na, and the tree is still there. Because nga, di ba, some trees outlast a person eh. There are century-old trees.
Totoo yan. Alam mo, kasi di ba meron kaming place sa Spain, no? So meron kaming plantation ng mga oranges dati sa likod. Ang orange tree siya, I don't know kung 5 years papalitan mo eh. But yung sa amin, pinabayaan na lang namin hanggang namumunga pa rin, let's say kung 10 years yan or 15 years, nag-harvest kami every time pupunta kami sa Spain, nag-harvest kami, no? Dahil buhay pa rin. Pero may life cycle siya. So pagkatapos, mamumunga na mamunga every year. Namumunga naman talaga yan eh. Pero merong lifespan din. Yung kamukha ng, yun nga, like I said, mga orange trees, nagre-plant ka ng every 5 years, every 10 years. Pero ang sarap ha. Sarap ng mga may oranges ka na namimitas ka ng fresh na fresh.
I love
Tapos i-squeeze mo yung gagawa kang drink. Ang sarap, Mare. Grabe.
fresh. Yeah.
Yung fresh from the puno,
That's
di
my
ba?
favorite.
Yun, no?
That's my favorite.
Ang sarap, oo. Hindi, tsaka lalo na yan, di ba maganda sa skin yung mga collagen, di ba? Yung mga vitamin C.
Yeah, oo.
Di ba?
Sekreto yan ni pare ng pagpapabata.
Hindi, ikaw yun, Mare. Kaya nga, dapat nga tanongin, ano ba sekreto ni Marites Allen? How does she maintain a cutis porcelain, di ba? Ako, yung
Wala
skin ko
na
talagang
eh.
very rough eh. Di ba, Mare?
Kulang sa tulog. Kulang
Or
sa
hindi
tulog.
ba jeans yan? Alaga ba yan o jeans? Ano ba yan? Partly
No,
you
I
have to care for it, or is it partly also natural in you?
Well, I think for me, I mean, I'm not really, I used to when I was younger, that you have to like all these mga step 1, 2, 3 and everything. For me, once I have like a skincare to wash, in fact, ang dami kong pimples ngayon because siguro we've been going out. So yung sa mask pare di ba? Pag nagmamask ka, oo, so nagkakaroon ako ng rashes sometimes. So I think it's really like a combination of pag wala ka namang lakad, you don't need to put on makeup kasi makeup sometimes nakakadumi yan sa mukha natin. And then, always make sure, I mean, sa totoo lang pare, kahit anong, I would say, I never been drunk, but when you're so tipsy,
Okay.
parang things that I cannot not do is not to parang wash my face. So, kahit saan ako pumuntang bahay, kahit saan ako magbiyahe, kahit pagod na ako, bago ka matulog, dapat malinis yung mukha mo, na-wash mo talaga yan.
Talaga
Because
pagtsatsagaan mo,
you're not
discipline. Discipline yan,
Yes,
discipline.
you're not supposed to sleep that your face is dirty. Kasi kahit
Okay.
saan tayo pumunta pa, may alikabok yan. You have to really wash it.
When you say,
That's simple.
masisa tayo magpunta, pero kung nasa bahay ka lang, the usual wash ka lang ng face.
You
Even if
have
hindi
to
ka lang...
wash it morning and evening, yes.
Mare, question. We're talking about beauty secrets or beauty regimen or whatever it is, no? Ang mga, siyempre ako, lalaki ngayon, di ba, nauuso din, yung, kaya nga, ano ba tawag dito? Cosmo.
Facial. Kasama
Di,
nila.
di ba,
facial.
sila, Beckham, sila, yung mga lalaki, di ba? Pero, ang nakakalito lang, when you look at things, sasabihin yung SPF, ang light ba, ikaw ba takot ka sa araw? Because you have to take care of your skin. So, ikaw ba, bawal sa'yo maarawan ka? Dahil, minsan binabasa mo yung mga SPF, yan bang nagkakos ng imperfection ng skin, yung mga ganyan? Yung sunlight or exposure sa light?
Well, apparently daw, pagka wala kang sunproof, that really makes the person age faster. So the rule is, before you add anything into your face, you have to put a sunblock. So the higher the SPF number, supposed to be the better.
Ito yung mga cream na nabibili mo, L'Oreal or whatever, a Clinique or whatever.
Yes, oo.
SPF, may SPF kailangan.
Yes, bago, so dapat ilagay mo yan even to your neck. Kasi remember, ang mga women, ang dali namin magkaroon ng mga lines dyan, sa kamay, ganun eh. Yan ang mga problema namin. Whatever is being exposed.
Natawa ko,
So,
Mare, alam ko bakit? Hindi kasi ganito,
Bakit?
hindi nakabili ako ng L'Oreal cream, ganun, tapos ang problema, may day cream, may night cream eh. So,
Yeah.
naglagay ako ng day cream. Ang mukha ko naman parang oily na one time, nasa labas ako, parang nahihiya ako dahil, 'di ba? So parang sabi ko, wag na nga lang.
Then
Diba?
when you just put so little. Put so little, and
Really?
then kuha ka lang siguro ng Johnson powder para i-ano mo lang siya. Para mawala lang yung kintab.
Imamat mo siya by way of the powder. Pero you still have to put on yung cream mo, yung day cream halimbawa yan, 'di ba? Sabihin anti-wrinkle, firming of the skin. So, lalagyan mo nun,
Yes.
and then lalagyan mo ng anong powder? Yung Johnson's na puti lang ordinary? Anong
Oh,
powder yan?
yun kasi mga lalaki hindi naman kayo maarte. So anything na powder, in fact, kung gusto niyo manood pala ng libreng makeup, how they call it, makeup tutorial,
Meron ka?
panoorin niyo po yung episode ng Monday with Jessie Glova sa aking Fun Fortune and Feng Shui ng Monday po mga kaibigan. Ang
Okay,
aking
okay,
guest,
good.
si Jessie Glova. Nagturo siya ng steps how to put, primer bago ka maglagay ng foundation, tapos bago ka maglagay ng finishing powder. Yung mga lalaki, gumagawa na rin ng ganon, especially if you're shooting o nasa camera ka parate. So, ano lang po mga kaibigan, napakasimpleng gawin. But then, ikaw nga, buti ka pa, naglulureal ka pa dyan. Mahal kaya
Hindi. Yun ang pinakamura, Mare. Makakabili ka lang ng ano. Hindi, I just lang. Para kasi sa skin ko kasi, hindi kamukha mo, porcelana ka. And I've never ever had that kind of a skin na makinis. Sa akin, I don't know kung rough o kung macho ako. Siguro, parang ganun lang siguro. Pero I'd like it somehow to be clean. Ito, meron na akong, ito, yung mga lines ito. Ito mga nasa mouth lines ba yan? So, siyempre, gusto mo ring mawala yan, no? So, hindi ko, titingin ka ngayon, ano ba maganda? Lagyan ba ng cream yan? Lagyan ba ng serum or whatever? Ganun, no? Hindi mo alam eh.
Alam mo pare that the biggest how do you call it, business is beauty business.
Oo,
It's
siyempre.
not actually it's not about the beauty, the product or the creams. The business is the hope that you will look beautiful or to answer your, mga complexities na you feel na, you are not, some people don't feel too pretty or positive with themselves. Ganon. Oy, pare, meron magandang yung ating staff fan si Rudy. Meron
Ayan,
siya
oy.
magandang message. Hi, Sir Sonny, Miss Lovely Marites and all kababayan. Salamat
Ayan.
for the compliment for Mia. Pwede po bang mag-guest ulit si Mia to promote her original song soon? Mabuhay po and stay safe.
Yeah, we can have her here sing a song dito. Yeah, walang problema, no? We can do that, no? Oo, may yes,
Si Mia
mabuhay.
pala.
Mia, yung anak niya sumali sa ano ba yung contest dito, Rudy, yung dito na I forgot kung anong yun. Uy, Erica Soriano. Tawag, Rudy, maski sino, tawag lang kayo. No? We have a number there, +442765177240. Ano lang yan, Viber,
Yeah.
walang bayad yan, no? Erica Soriano, sabi niya, good evening, Marites Allen, the real feng shui queen. Uy, mabuhay.
Thank you. Salamat, Erica. Thank you for
Oo.
watching.
Mabuhay ka.
Yun. Loyal natin silang manonood. Salamat po.
Wala, pag-usapan
Ayan.
natin yung beauty products. Kailangan ba isa lang? Kasi sa dami ng mga beauty products na nasa market, halimbawa. Sabi mo, it's a big business, fine. Yan ba, nakakatulong din ba o hindi? Or parang mafu-frustrate ka ba na tagal ko na gumagamit nun. Parang wala akong makitang change. Paano ba yan?
Actually, pare, if we talk about the beauty business, a lot of these things, I mean, for me kasi, syempre, over 50 na ako eh. So parang for me, yun, I've gone through too much. Ayan, may tumatawag.
Oo. Ayan, may tumatawag. Sandali.
Oo.
Bigyan natin siya ng camera natin. Ayan, para makita niya kung ano yung sino kaya. Sandali lang. Alamin natin kung sino to. Josephine. Sino ba si Josephine? Baka si Joey Abanilla siguro to. Joey, ikaw ba yan?
Oh my God.
Joey, ikaw ba yan?
Yes po.
Oo, nasaan ka sa Pilipinas? Oh, loud and clear. But can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Ayun, ang ganda ng
Hello.
boses niya.
Yes po.
Ganda na ng boses
Hi,
mo,
how are you, darling?
Jocelyn.
We want to see your beauty. Thank you for calling.
Ikaw ba, okay lang? O gusto mong hindi na makita muna? Okay lang yan.
Baka baka ma-shock kayo.
Hindi, okay lang. Sa akin nga, alam mo, sa akin nga, nung una nasaan ka?
Because I was watching you at the same time, nakikinig ako sa conversation nyo.
Right.
Different from what
Thank
I'm seeing
you.
on my screen.
Ano yan? Sorry, we didn't hear the last line. Nasa Imus, Cavite siya, Mare.
Wow, okay. Oy, ano na dyan? Gabi na dyan sa'yo. Thank you for watching us.
Tama ba? Imus Cavite ka nga, Joey?
Yes po, yes po.
Uy, mabuhay
How can
ka.
I help you?
Gusto lang namin malaman, ano ba yung nandiyan sa atin sa yung mga pantry? Are you doing it? They say it has sprouted all over the Philippines. Diyan ba sa Imus Cavite? Meron bang nagpanimula ng ginawa ni Patricia Non ba? Non, Mare? Non? Oh.
Na Patricia nun.
Hindi.
N-O-N.
I was watching sa GMA7 ngayon na natigil yung ano nila, yung pantry ni Miss Anne. And then maraming na-encourage na Pilipino na mag-put up ng like Manila. In-encourage ni Mayor Isko na mag-put up ng ganito. We will not be charging any like permits or anything. Ini-encourage nila na, mag-open up kayo. We're willing to be, we will accommodate you anywhere in Manila. Something like that.
Ano yan? By way of a cart? Ano ba? Paano ba ang style ng pantry? Ano ba yan? Parang tinutulak na cart ba yan? Tapos baka magsabihin, tawag dito, yung mga nag-hawkers, ano ba tawag doon? Yung nagtitinda sa kalye. Baka parang ganun, baka, di ba, kailangan ng permit. So, parang wini-wave ni Isko yan. Ganun ba sinasabi niya? Saan ba ang pantry? Paano maitsura ng pantry? Ang pantry kasi, di ba, kung saan mo yung mga ingredients mo, minsan yung mga toilet, washing, whatever, cleaning materials mo, food, whatever, andun pantry yun Ano ang pantry dyan? Ano ba ang sample ng mga pantry sa Pilipinas?
Hindi pa ako nakakakita ng actual one, sir. Ang nakita lang namin is sa TV at saka sa Facebook. Meron silang table, nilalagay lang nila yung table, tapos lalagay lang nila ng lahat, gulay, like kamatis, sibuyas, yung pangsigang, yung pangnilaga, nandiyan na lahat yon. Tapos ikaw, kung bawa, gusto mo kumuha dun sa lugar na yon, dun sa table na yon, kukunin mo lang yung pangluto mo ngayong araw na to. Yun yung idea. Yun yung
Okay.
Pero ang worry ko dyan, Mare, hindi ka kaya magkagulo? Hindi kaya magkagulo yan? Hindi kaya maging, alam mo, kung sinasabi nga natin yung, sino ba yung kanina nagkwento, Mare, na,
Si Ferdy.
Yung parang nagkakaroon ng corruption, yung nagkakanakawan pa. Yung Puno, si
Joey.
Si Joe, ikaw rin nagsabi, di ba? You were giving fees, pera doon sa mga to replant, di ba? And yet, hindi nagagawa yon. So, dito kaya, hindi kaya mangyari yung ganyan. May kukuha ng sobra pa, o di ba? Na baka hindi kaya. Ano yan?
Hihiya din sila ng marami.
Oh yes, Joey.
In the news now, itong day na to, na may sa Facebook may lumabas doon na yung parang 4 na babae, parang ganon, isang isang punta lang nila na simot yung table. Wala talaga, 4 lang sila. So maraming nagbasa sa kanila, maraming
Yun ang iniisip ko, Mare, kasi di ba sosobrahan. Ang konsepto maganda. Pag may sobra ka, mamigay ka, di ba? Parang masapiling mo, hindi naman masyadong maghihirap ka, ibigay mo yon, donate ka. At the same time, kung ano naman kailangan mo, kunin mo lang. Pero iba, kamukha nun, 4 na tao lang, simot ka agad. Parang nag-grocery sa pantry, community pantry.
Huwag naman.
Pero
but I think they have learned their lesson well kasi they are all over Facebook dito sa Pilipinas na binabash talaga sila as in.
Pero pag gutom ka, maski i-bash ka, wala ka nang pakialam Di ba? Ako, kunyari, di ba, gutom ako, wala ako makain. Di ba? Di ba? Wala ka na Di ba? Kaya lang pangit naman yung ginawa na sobra-sobra dahil at least, di ba, para sa iba naman makakuha rin. Mahirap ba sa Pilipinas ngayon? Joey, nakuha mo na ba yung pera mo? Yung ayuda mo, may 1,000 pesos kami nababalitaan dati. Nakuha mo na ba yan?
Wala, baka over na siya, hindi din niya kailangan.
Mayor, nag-put up siya ng parang sa computer, magla-login ka sa computer. So kung ilan kayo sa family, you will get 4,000 maximum. Halimbawa, 10 kayo sa family, 4,000 lang ang marireceive nyo. That is the national government ayuda. Ngayon, it's not enough for every parang bahay. It's not yung funds ng national government, sabi ni Mayor, hindi daw enough. So, parang nag-pitch in siya ng funds so that everybody will be accommodated. Kumbaga, magla-lodge in ka nga lang dun sa kanyang sa kanyang website na i-spin it up. Ang problema, yung mga nag-key in dun sa website na yon, medyo nagka-problema. Minsan, hindi na i-key in yung pangalan ng 4 na miyembro nila, 2 lang yung na-key in, o yung isang member is hindi maka-lodge in or hindi maka-log in kasi mali yung password na key in, yung gano'n. May mga difficulties in signing in. So you cannot get the ayuda. For me, I already may ayuda, pero super dami ng pinagdaanan nun. So, pumunta ka ng barangay, pupunta ka ng website nila, magtatawag ka, ang dami po. Pero, in fairness naman, kung nakatapos mo yun, makukuha mo talaga yung ayuda mo. Meron pang ibang remaining, as in marami pa, na hindi pa nila nakukuha. And, yun, nagagalit na yung mga tao sa mayor namin. Kasi nga...
Sino ba, Mayor? Si Lani ba? Si Lani, ano pangalan ng asawa ni, sino ba? Si Lani ba? Lani, merkado ba ang mayor nyo?
Sa Bacoor po siya, sa Bacoor. Si Mayor Maliksi po yung aming mayor.
Kasi iniisip ko yung Imus Productions Iniisip ko yung mga Revilla, yung mga di ba? Yung mga, ano pa dito na Revilla? Iba. Sa Bacoor pala si Lani. Well, mabuhay ka, ha? May babatiin ka ba? May babatiin ka ba? Baka may nais kang batiin, may mga shout-outs ka. Go ahead, please. Joey, and thank you. Make it a habit Wednesdays, ha? Andito kami ni Kumare, na. If you enjoy our conversation, joining ka lang if you...
Tag-update ka namin, Joey. I-update mo kami ng mga balita dyan. Nakikita lang namin sa Facebook or sa news.
Iba yung nababasa namin, iba yung alam nyo from the ground, ika nga. Diba? Iba yung nakikita namin from afar. Diba? Balita lang kami. So, and thank you for nag-GMA ka pala, no? So, that's good.
Thank you for inviting me. Yung pong namang sa puno, that is in Papua New Guinea. Yung nag-work ako doon for several years. Yun yung nakakasad kasi binabayaran naman namin yung funds. May mga funds para tanim sila, yung mga locals. Kaso nga lang, hindi yun nangyayari. So, matagal na akong umuwi, 2003 pa, tapos nawala na yung laging nila doon. Kasi nga, tinanggal. Kasi nga, medyo nakakalbo na yung nila. Yung
ayan. Okay. Well, mabuti.
Ng kahoy natin ay kinukuha natin dati sa Papua.
Ano yan? Sorry, hindi namin ano yung last line niya? Ano yung last line mo? Sorry, hindi namin nakuha.
Majority nung puno, nung ang kahoy natin, like from pospro, from tabla, from furniture, yung mga town, yung mga walnut, yan, yung mga klase ng puno na ganyan. We get it from Papua New Guinea. During those time, nagsusupply ang Papua New Guinea sa Pilipinas ng puno. But then, na-stop na yon. So, na-stop na yung laging doon. Meron siguro, baka nasa Brazil na. Pero I wouldn't know whether but the biggest logging company in Papua New Guinea, nag-stop na sila. That's what I know.
Wala kang babatiin? Baka may mga kaibigan ka sa Papua New Guinea na nanonood ngayon. Pwede mong batiin.
Shout out na lang kay Maggie Paras. Kasi she always parang call on me na naka-live na manood ka na kasi may mga duties ako
Galing. Uy, mabuhay ka, Joey, ha?
Kay Miss Allen.
Ayan,
Thank you so much. We really appreciate this.
Maraming salamat, ha? And tama yan, tama. We appreciate it. You take care, Joey, ha? Ingat-ingat kayo dyan sa Pilipinas, ha? At sana'y
Take care,
mapaganda tong
Joey.
itong community pantry, no? Oo. Say mabuhay, ha? Thank you. Ayan. Oh, naku, si
Thank
Joey
you.
Abanilla. Mabuhay ka si Joey.
Galing.
Ayan, nagtanim na. Kaya pala, hindi naman, tanim ng puno kasi nga nandun siya sa, no? Sa isang logging company sa Papua New Guinea. Ayun.
Yeah. At least ang dami natin natutunan, no? I mean, our viewers, our callers, we really appreciate your time. We'll learn from you. And thank you for sharing, ah. Si Maggie Paras pa lang, taga-share natin. Maraming salamat.
Oo, salamat Maggie,
So,
no? Si Maggie Paras.
oo.
Oo.
At
Si
saka ang
Erica.
dami natin natututunan pare ha. Madami tayong kukuhang information na fresh from their yung version nila,
Totoo.
di ba?
Totoo
Yung
yan.
version
Totoo
nila
yan.
ng kwento.
Totoo yan.
Kasi tayo, ginugoogle lang natin. Although sometimes, syempre sa Google, yun na nga, hindi tayo, because there's so many different news now, fake news or real news,
Oo nga.
it's
Oo.
really good to know yung may mga validation tayo ng story.
Yes, from their
Yeah.
end, 'di ba? At least from the horse's mouth o kung anong lugar 'yan, 'di ba? Direkta nalalaman natin.
Yes.
Si Erica Soriano is
Oo.
watching us from Japan po.
Hi, thank
God
you,
bless
Erica.
both of you. Ayan, si Erica.
Erica Soriano. Thank you.
Soriano, mabuhay ka Erica ha. Ayun. Ayun, ganda ng kanyang photo, oh. Pusa. Ganda ng eyes, oh. Look at that. No? Thank you, Erica. Mabuhay, mabuhay, mabuhay to everybody, no, na nanood ngayon. Oh, Mari, okay, ikaw, may
Yes.
mga ano ka ba?
Oh. So, wow,
Shoutouts.
pare, I really enjoyed, I really enjoyed
Oo.
our episode today. Thank you sa ating mga callers, especially si Ferdy na all the way from New Zealand. We have Joey. To those who are watching us right now.
Oo.
Please don't forget, ngayong Friday, Friga Fashion Friday po yan mga kaibigan, 1 p.m.
Yes.
London, na 8 p.m. Philippines. And of course, every Monday, for our Fun, Fortune, and Feng Shui. And of course, ito po mga kaibigan, every Wednesday. Wala po kaming format, anything goes. We just flash the number there and you can call us anytime, anywhere you are. So please continue to share and of course follow and subscribe me on YouTube, Marites Allen, and of course Frika Cham Life. So pare, maraming salamat sa iyo ha. Ayan, Frika
Ayan.
Code YouTube. Yes.
Ayan, Frika Charm Life. Oh. So,
Namin yung forecast natin ng May 2021, i-upload po namin this weekend. Para malaman nyo na po yung inyong forecast, pare. Every month kasi, pare, nagbabago yung forecast natin.
galing, Oo, ang galing, Galing,
Yes,
So, ito yan.
oo.
Ayun.
Yeah, so
ayan,
that is for the month of April.
Well, April pa naman eh. So, tama-tama. So, next week ang palit ng no? So, today is the
Para
21st.
malaman mo na.
Oo. So, ang uploading ba ninyo o change nyo is every end of the month, the current
Usually
month?
10 days before. 10 days
Ayun.
before the month end. Para everyone can be alerted. Tapos kung may mga kailangan sila, usually it's better to do it. We're trying our best to make it like siguro 15 days before. So kung may kailangan silang orderin, yeah, it can still reach them before the start of the month. yan.
For the okay, yung susunod na buwan. So at
For the
least
following
ideally
month.
at least mga 15 days before. Okay. So maganda ho yan. At least yung month nyo, malalaman nyo yung pampaswerte ninyo kung for the corresponding month kung ano yung animal sign ninyo. Kamukha ko, boar. Yan, no?
Yeah.
Oh, yan,
So
oh.
pare more, try to strengthen the connection with friends. You can go back.
Oh, okay.
Networking ka. You can go back. Yeah.
Pick up old habits that work for you and adopt new intentions for a brighter horizon. Try to strengthen the connection with friends and family. With growth seen in your career, you may be assigned new tasks or a higher position in the office. Grab the chance before someone else does. Oh, right. Wow.
Ayun.
Ano ka nga, Mare? Ano ka ulit, Mare?
I'm a monkey. I'm monkey.
Pareho pala kayo ni Sol. Monkey pala kayong pareho, no? Oo.
New direction kami ngayon.
Your personal and professional life may be heading towards new directions. Plural. There is positive luck coming your way. Once opportunities present themselves to you, be ready. Have your peace and harmony amulets to help you sail through this month. Peace and harmony amulets. Ayun.
Oo,
Well,
parang
ayan
hindi
o.
umilit yung huli natin.
So puntahan for pampaswerte ng mga ideas. Of course,
Yes.
courtesy of our very good friend si Marites Allen. Okie
Yes.
dokie.
So,
Well,
thank you so much. And
thank-
until next week, mga kaibigan. Pare, maraming salamat. You take care.
Maraming salamat.
That's
Yes. Thank you. So, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat na sumama ho sa amin ni Maring Marites. Let's do it again next Wednesday. Ariin nyo ho, programa ho natin to. You can call in anytime. Meron tayong Viber na naka-flash yan. So, pasok lang ho kayo, no? And if you wanna suggest some topics, message us dito sa ating sa Filipino TV Europe. So, take care. God bless. Have a nice weekend ahead of you. Till next week. Bye.
Bye.